Good morning, everybody. Day 2 of our march towards Easter as we go through the book of Matthew together. We're on day 2. We're going to be in Matthew chapter 2. And if you've yet to be able to get the devotional, I encourage you. You can end up getting it by just going to the link on our website, northcoastchurch.com, underneath the Easter section, or you can text study to this phone number right here, and an automated email will be sent to you. I've got a slight mist all of a sudden forming as we film today, but that's okay. We're excited to be able to get into God's Word. And so would you read with me as we're in day 2? After Jesus was born in Bethlehem in Judea, during the time of King Herod, Magi from the east came to Jerusalem and asked, "Where is the one who has been born King of the Jews? We saw his star when it rose and have come to worship him." When King Herod heard this, he was disturbed, and all Jerusalem with him. When he had called together all the people's chief priests and teachers of the law, he asked them where the Messiah was to be born. "In Bethlehem in Judea, for this is what the prophet has written. But you, Bethlehem, in the land of Judah, are by no means least among the rulers of Judah, for out of you will come a ruler who will shepherd my people, Israel." Then Herod called the Magi secretly and found out from them the exact time the star had appeared. He sent them to Bethlehem and said, "Go and search carefully for the child. As soon as you find him, report to me, so that I too may go and worship him." After they had heard the king, they went on their way, and the star they had seen when it rose went ahead of them until it stopped over the place where the child was. When they saw the star, they were overjoyed. On coming to the house, they saw the child was with his mother Mary, and they bowed down and worshipped him. Then they opened their treasures and presented him with gifts of gold and frankincense and myrrh. And having been warned in a dream not to go back to Herod, they returned to their country by another route. When they had gone, an angel of the Lord appeared to Joseph in a dream. "Get up," he said, "take the child and his mother and escape to Egypt. Stay there until I tell you, for Herod is going to search for the child to kill him." So he got up, took the child and his mother during the night, and left to Egypt, where he had stayed until the death of Herod. And so was fulfilled what the Lord had said through the prophet, "Out of Egypt I called my son." When Herod realized that he had been outwitted by the Magi, he was furious and gave orders to kill all the boys in Bethlehem and its vicinity, who were 2 years and under, in accordance with the time he had learned from the Magi. Then what was said through the prophet Jeremiah was fulfilled. "A voice is heard in Ramah, weeping, and a great mourning, Rachel weeping for her children, refusing to be comforted, because they are no more." After Herod died, an angel of the Lord appeared in a dream to Joseph in Egypt and said, "Get up, take the child and his mother, and go to the land of Israel, for those who were trying to take the child's life are dead." So he got up, took the child and his mother, and went to the land of Israel. But when he heard that Archelaus was reigning in Judea, in a place of his father Herod, he was afraid to go there. Having been warned in a dream, he withdrew to the district of Galilee, and he went and lived in a town called Nazareth. Matthew chapter 2. For many of this, a familiar story as we hear about the birth of Jesus. But in today, as I sit here in the midst of some unexpected rain coming down, I think about the circumstances in which he was born. They weren't ideal circumstances in the least bit. Born in Bethlehem, born in a manger, and then needing to be put on the run instantly, his life being threatened by Herod. How have you let the circumstances of your life potentially thwart your purpose and your mission? Or are you still on mission? Joseph was woken up by an angel and told he needed to leave instantly because Jesus' life was being threatened. Man, what a crazy way to start your life. Getting gifts from Magi of frankincense, gold, and myrrh, and then all of a sudden needing to go to Egypt. Unbelievable circumstances. But I think about Herod in this situation. Herod basically wanting him dead because he was afraid of his throne. his sense of rule being taken from the land. He didn't want Jesus around. He didn't want another person that could potentially be a king. He was incredibly insecure in all that he could do and what his future would hold. Oftentimes, they would frequently kill their own kids in protection of their throne. But I wonder, even in our own life, in our own circumstances, do we want Jesus around all the time? Or does he potentially interrupt what it is that's going on in our life? Does he interrupt the control that we actually want to be able to have for our own lives? Or do we put him off to the side? Or is Jesus ruler? Is he king of our life all the time? What's your perspective on his control of your life? Do you truly want him king and ruler all the time, or just some of the time?